Good morning, everybody. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. It's a little bit cloudy today, windy, and 70 degrees here in eastern Kentucky. I didn't post anything yesterday. I was so busy, and I wanted to let you know it was a really traumatic day yesterday. In the distance, I heard a rooster, like it sounded like a young rooster, and I hadn't heard this crow before. And I took a look, and guess who it was, folks? Tina, my little Tina with the hairdo, transitioned into a rooster. I now have 7 roosters. I'm going to have to get rid of at least one. I was wondering why her behavior was so bizarre. She would chase me around and bite at my feet, and I'm thinking, this is not behavior of a hen. And then she did it. She crowed. So Tina is a he. He is going to be a rooster. But I had a whole bunch of trees cut down yesterday. I had the building that was broken into and items stolen and stuff. I had it cleaned up. And it's just been so busy here, folks. I've got garbage everywhere from all the storms and stuff. So I'm burning garbage and whatever. And also, one of my friends downloaded the Neighborhood Wars segment, and I have a link for you that I can share with you, and I will attach it to this video. You can see I have my garbage here that I've got to burn. Too much stuff here. And this is how pretty it is here today, folks. And excuse this camera. This is my old phone, and this is the one that the criminals have screwed up here. But you can see in the distance here, the field. I had it cut yesterday. And let's see if we can walk down there. I also found my guineas. We've got 3 nests of guinea eggs. Yes, folks, we're going to have some guinea babies here at some point. I really didn't want any more of these guys, but you know, they've been laying on some eggs, and maybe we'll have some babies. We'll see. So I'm going to take you for a little walk here. I hope everybody's doing okay. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. And yesterday, actually, late yesterday, I received 2 emails. They were in my spam folder. See, here's the creek behind my house, the little creek here. The little rambling creek. And it's how pretty it looks here. And it was in my spam folder because that's where all this person's mail goes. And I was a little surprised. It wasn't vulgar or nasty or anything. And it was from Dan the Man, the Gorilla Man. And he actually downloaded, of course he downloaded it. He downloaded my interview with Neighborhood Wars, which actually, by the way, I mean, you saw only, 5 minutes of my interview. I interviewed with them for between 6 and 7 hours. And they had dozens of video clips that I provided them. And of course, they have to edit it into a cohesive story. But you've seen some of it. But yeah, you haven't seen a lot of it because some of it was like trapped on my phone and I never uploaded it. But here you go, folks. Look how pretty it looks. But I wasn't able to get any of those links that he sent to work. It required another app, and I don't have enough space on my phone or my computer to keep downloading apps and stuff. So I never did get to open it through him, but fortunately my friend came through. He's a technology person, and he downloaded it and converted it to a link that you can open up. It's the entire episode. So I'm either the 2nd or the 3rd interview, and man, there are some crazy neighbors out there. Let me tell you, the world is getting nutso. And if anybody, hi, you want to say hello? Say hi. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Yes. So actually, I actually saw yesterday one of my guineas that I thought was gone. I thought it was dead. I thought it disappeared. But it must be sitting on eggs somewhere, a nest. And he returned for a little while. So we're getting these trees cut here. It's so hard to see. Got it very bad. They scratched the whole lens on this phone. It wasn't like this when I moved here, folks. And since I don't carry my phone with me, it stays in the house most of the time. You know, they've gotten into it. It's not something that I've done to it, and I take very good care of my things. So now this is the other burn pit here. And this is how nice it looks when the grass is cut. I've got to plant, I've got some strawberry plants and blueberries and raspberries that I have to plant. I just haven't had time. And thank you for everybody that did watch Neighborhood Wars. I appreciate your comments about my crazy neighbors, and they are nuts. But guess what, folks? I've got another one. His name is Eddie. He thinks he owns the town. And he, like my neighbors who you saw on the videos, is spreading slanderous rumors about me. Now, this is a guy, I think I've only met him maybe twice, maybe 3 times. He actually cut some trees down. He's a master logger. He cut some trees down for me when I first moved here. And he's got a nasty little bratty teenage son. He's the one who stuck his finger up at me when I was retrieving mail at my mailbox. But this is where the guinea poos hang out during the day, right? They're bug hunting. You find some good buggies? Huh? You find some good bugs? And I hear my chickens going crazy. Like as soon as I walk into the field, I don't know if the hens are laying eggs, if there's an animal around. I'm going to tell you folks, you ever hear that song? That old Christmas song, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer? Well, I was walking out of my house. It was around 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was going into the cat building. And I get halfway to the cat's building, and out of nowhere comes this huge deer. It was like charging through my property. And if I had walked only a few feet further, I would have gotten hit by a reindeer. I would have gotten hit by a deer. And when I told somebody about how huge it was, and they said it's probably a buck because they shed their antlers. I didn't know this, folks. It did not look like a female deer. And it was definitely not a doe. And I know what those look like. But this thing was huge. It was like a horse. And it almost ran me over. And then we had a red fox that was hanging out in my yard. And then last night, again, I'm walking to the cat building. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I see shriek across the property. It looked like a huge dog. And then I'm thinking, it might not have been a dog. It could have been a coyote. So I went onto YouTube. I had to look at the difference between a coyote and a wolf. I don't know, folks. Yo, so what's going on, guys? Why are you screaming? Are you screaming because the cat's out here? Or are you screaming because some criminals around? You want to go back in? You want to go back in? Let's go back in the house. Well, I hope everybody's doing well. And I do want to upload a video later. I want to demonstrate to you what the Department of Defense spends their money on, folks. Wait till you hear later. Talk to you soon.